Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kenna and I'm a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala Cameroon. If you are new here, you're so welcome. Sit down, relax and click on that subscribe button. It is free, so just click on that button. And if you're my old viewer, welcome back. I love you for coming back. Mwah! Okay, so today I want to talk about the secret of keeping a clean and organized home. Before I even start talking, I just want to tell you, Kenna has never ever been an organized person. Like, I'm not going to come here and start telling you, oh my god, I am so organized and I'm the best. Like, no, I've never been an organized person. Growing up, we were in a full house, so I'll dodge chores sometimes and I'm like, oh my god, no, even if I don't do it, they're going to blame someone else. There are so many of us, they'll blame someone. And I started getting organized a little when I had to move to my own house when I was doing my master's in Yaoundé. And also when I came to Douala to start work, I started getting organized. But I finally put my act together when I got married and I had no nanny. I was pregnant, my house was getting dirty, and I was like, Kenna, you need to wake up. Today I'm basically sharing with you the secret to a clean and organized home. The very first thing I want to tell you to do is to get rid of all the clutter. Get rid of all those things that you're not using. Like, why are you keeping the cover of a pot when the pot doesn't even exist anymore? Why are you keeping all those things that you're not using? Those things are crowding your house. It's not giving you enough space. That's the very first thing I did. I got rid of all the things that I wasn't using, and this part was quite easy for me because I am not a hoarder. I'm always throwing things. Sometimes I throw and even forget and throw things that are useful, so this part was easy for me. Get rid of all those things that you're not using. If there are clothes that you're not using, you could donate it to an orphanage. You could give it to people who are in need of it, if the clothes are still fine. If the clothes are torn and bad, why are you keeping it? I go to some houses and I see people keeping things like bulbs that are bad, electric cookers that are bad, kinds of things that are bad, and I'm like, what are you keeping those things for? What do you want to do with it? Like, it just gets me laughing. But just get rid of all those things that you are not using anymore. When you get rid of all those things, you're going to see that you have a whole lot of space in your house. And then you move now to the second part, and the second part is organizing. If your things are organized, it makes things very easy. You have space and things are organized. It makes things a whole lot easy for you. One of the reasons why I started really organizing is because when one thing gets missing in the house, I could go crazy. Like, you scatter the whole house. But you notice that if the house is organized and everything is in its place, it's quite easy for you to find something if you lose it. When I say organized, this is what I simply mean. Everything should have its place. You get in the kitchen, there should be a segment for spoons, plates, cups. Like, everything should have its place. You enter into your kids' rooms, you should like divide your kids' clothes. Like, okay, this is the pile for outing clothes, this is the pile for clothes to stay at home, this is where I keep their shoes. Arrange everything. Everything should have its place, because when everything has its place, it's easier for you to just go and keep the thing where it's supposed to be. But when things are everywhere, you're going to find it more difficult because the place is scattered. So when you give somebody something like, okay, keep my shoe, the person goes and things are scattered, so the person just dumps it more and things get worse by the day. Somebody will not enter into your kitchen and see that you keep all spoons here, and then the person starts moving, except it's just generally an unorganized person. Sometimes I say I clean my kitchen to intimidate you, so I clean it in a way that when you enter, if you have a conscience, you'll be ashamed. If you enter to keep a dirty plate, just how clean the place is, it makes you to feel like, oh my god, I cannot keep this dirty plate here, let me just wash it and go. So that's what I do. Yeah, so just organize everything. The last thing I'm going to say is have a routine. If you get into my kitchen, I've placed a routine, my daily chores there. I'm not going to tell you I follow it exactly every day, but it just guides me, because I discovered that there was this time I had so much to do and I was getting overwhelmed. I could not remember what I had to do, so I was concentrating on particular parts. You come, my floor is always clean and the beds are always made, but I was ignoring things like the windows. I'll forget to clean the windows. There were certain things that I was forgetting to do. So I just decided that I should come up with a list of every single thing I have to do in the house, and then I divided it according to days. My routine could work for me, but it could not work for you, so it just depends on you and the kind of things you have to do in your house when you're free. So you just make your routine depending on you personally. And like I said, what works for me might not work for you. For example, I don't like should I say I don't know how to wash things that are really big, like bed sheets and blankets. Those type of things, I don't know how to wash them. So what I do now is every week I wash the bed sheets. I just leave bed sheets on my bed for 1 week, because I know that when it starts going to 2 weeks, some people even leave it for 3 weeks. When it starts going to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it gets so difficult for me to wash, and I know that I'll not be able to wash it properly. So that is what I do. And then for my kids' clothes as well, I wash them every day. When I get up in the morning, I just wash their clothes that they wore for the previous day, because it's easier for me. I don't have that strength to come and sit and start washing a big pile of kids' clothes. Like, no, I don't even like washing and ironing. I hate it. So that's how I do it. You have to create a routine, and the routine is very important. It's important that you follow the routine. It's true that there are some days that you're not going to follow the routine, but when you follow that routine, you see that it's easier. And because I follow my routine, every day by 12 o'clock, I'm done with all my chores in my house, except for the days when I'm lazy. Like, I'm done with all my chores. I've cooked, I've cleaned, I've done everything. I just sit down and I relax. So you notice that when you follow your routine, it's quite easy. You're going to have a lot of time to sit and relax and do other things. But like I said, this routine depends on you. I'm always home. If you're that woman that is probably working, your routine is going to be different from mine. So just look at your schedule and see what works for you and come up with a routine. Before I forget, also, the kids scatter. They really do scatter. But what I have done is that they know that they clean up their mess. It's true that sometimes I'll do the cleaning, but most often when I come into the parlor and I see that they have scattered the pillows are on the floor, I'm going to tell you, I stand there and I tell you, Caden, pick the pillows and put back on the chairs. So he knows that any mess that he causes, he cleans it. When they scatter their shoes all around, I'll tell them, pick up your shoes and take it to the room. And they are, since everything has its place, they already know, like, okay, when I pick this shoe up, I'm going to keep it where they keep shoes. So that's how it works. Monique is still young, so she doesn't get it, but Kaden is already getting it. Like, I'm so proud of him. Each time he eats, he knows that he's supposed to keep his plate in the kitchen. So I'm really happy. I'm just teaching them. We are working on it together. That is how I keep my house clean and organized. I am open to as many ideas as you can give me. I just want to get better. If you can give me ideas that can help me be done with my chores by 10 o'clock every day, I'll be very happy. So I'll have a lot of time for myself. I hope you enjoyed this video, so don't forget to comment, like, share. Love you guys. Bye.